Okay, so you got the shot of that. So we'll compare. Obviously, it's going to be white on the inside. Now again, this side, this must have been the side that touched the oven, because this one, it's got more golden brown on it. So I guess if they flip the bagels, if they do the flip there, this is definitely the side. So now, Ian, I'm going to give you a bite of this, and then you're going to taste the difference, and then we're going to compare it to the other one. Okay. So let's do. So take a bite of this one.
Here's the second one.
So this is the everything bagel from Royal Bakery.
All right.
Go for it. You heard a little crunch there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Currently processing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You stand by. We're still processing.
Okay. So which is this? Because you have various reactions. Usually they're good. So is it good, or what do you think?
Definitely better. I like it. I think that it was easier to eat.
Okay.
So it had that more crunch and less rubber than the other one. Like, so.
Hey, I mean, but that's what it is.
And in fact,
right.
With this, it's more like snap, crunch. Now, I definitely got this sense of like, this just ain't just another piece of generic bread. The other one seemed sort of generic to me.
Right.
This one seems much more.
So I'm going to join you
to be right.
Let's say I'm going to join him on this one. So this is the one we reheated.
Definite salt going on. Awesomeness level definitely.
You know what it is? There's salt in this because it's an everything bagel. So if you said the other one was bland, it doesn't have enough salt in it.
Yeah, that was definitely part of it.
Do you agree?
Yes.
And clearly, these are bagels that if you don't get them 6 o'clock in the morning, you have to lightly heat them up, because it's clearly like it's on a whole other level now. Charles, you hear that crunch?
It certainly did. Yep.
I mean, if you want to try it.
Nope. I'm all set.
You're driving?
Right now, I'm driving.
Yeah, kids, safety. When people are driving, don't offer them a bagel out of the oven. You know, we don't want any liability. All right. So now my go-to bagels and grinds. We're going to cut this bagel now in half, and it's a much bigger bagel. So now notice you got to use a serrated edge knife to cut a bagel. Don't use a chef's knife unless it's like really sharp. Unless you want to lose fingers and appendages, which I don't recommend. Do you recommend that?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to cut this bagel around. I'm going to try to make it as evenly as possible. Some people do it on the side like that, whatever works for you. But this thing, it cuts through with this really lovely knife from Israel that my mother bought for me. Look at that. Can you, Charles, get into that? I mean, it looks like Jerusalem from here. All right. So anyway, you open up this bagel.
Which is this one?
This is the Bagels and Grinds one from Anne Arundel. That's the one I drive 32 miles each way for. But people think I'm crazy because
different than this.
Oh yeah, you're gonna taste it.
So
I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna get all up in this. Okay. All right. So you could see.
Different place.
Yeah.
The third place.
No, second place. So we're only dealing with the Royal Bakery. That one's in Olney, Laytonsville.
That was the first one.
And this one is the place I've been going to since they opened. Now, if you look, Charles, here, and everyone else, you see the golden brown difference? Look at this difference. Look at that. Golden brown, this is barely a tan. Probably should have used less sunscreen on this one. Or, I mean, God, really? If it's not golden brown, I mean, come on, aesthetically, your eye is going to say to you, this is going to be rubbery. Yes, all right? So, I'm going to cut this one in half, just in a very, well, half, and then I'm going to cut it in half again. Very unconventional, but you know what? I don't have to be conventional.
No, you don't.
So, I'm going to cut this one in half, and then I'm going to let Ian get all up in this one. And so, let's just say you're done with that one for now. We'll put all the bagel scraps over here. Mm-hmm. All right, so now Ian is going to take a bite of this one, All right, so take a bite, process, and let's see. This is all you now. This is the wait for it part. It might be beaten of a love. I don't know. What's he thinking?
Good question.
No pressure. There's only 20,000 people watching.
That's right.
Because we're so popular.
That's right. But I'll tell you.
And the verdict is?
Yeah.
It's good. It's definitely good. Kind of like the first one, but not exactly.
So do you think this one's better, like on a higher scale?
Than the first one, yes. I think it's kind of tied with the second one.
All right, let me get a bite of this thing.
Yeah. Now I'm curious.
All right, here we go.
It's got. I think this is the third one that I've tried. I think I might like the second one.
So that would
the
be
best, but this is damn good. It's similar to the second one, just different.
Do you taste anything malty, or you really can't tell?
I'm thinking this has like a little more of a sourdough thing going on.
There you go.
Hard to say if it's really better than the second, but similar, definitely similar. And this one has more, I don't know,
Is it
poppy
that?
or sesame.
Well, it's the everything, right? So it's got all the seasoning, but the actual bagel. I think we both agree that when we reheat both of these bagels, it's definitely better.
No doubt about it.
So, gotta be warm. All right. Very different than a pizza review, Charles. I gotta tell you. So, now the question is, I know for a fact that this guy was using malt in Anne Arundel at the Bagels and Grinds. The question is, I don't know if they are still doing that or they use less of it. I don't really know. Can't prove it. Today we use malt. But what I do know is, like the bagel you're eating now, I like it better reheated. So let's trace our steps. So Ian started with the one from Royal Bakery, the one that was like 5 hours old, and he said it was bland, right?
Yes.
Needed something, so I'm thinking maybe it just needed more salt. Then we got him to try the bagelry one in Olney. We reheated it a little bit, and it was pretty good, had a little more of a crunch. And now you're eating the Bagels and Grinds one, and there's something there that you can't put your finger on. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Because to me, once you can't put your finger on it, but you like it, now we're getting closer to a good tasting bagel.
It's real.
You know? So, take one more bite since we just did a whole lot of yapping and final thoughts on it, and then we're gonna set up our bagel once he's done chewing. We're gonna do the whole kit and caboodle. Cream cheese and lox and capers and onions and heirloom tomatoes.
Bagel.